Okay.
Oh, hello, Grasshoppers. Welcome to the bot signal today. Today is a beautiful day in which we are celebrating something that is so cool that I can't even begin to tell you how cool I think it is. No, I'm wrong. We'll be telling you all hour. My name is RJ Redden, and I'm your bot person, as you know. With me, I have a guest today, and I'm so proud to have this guy with me today, and so happy because this guy entertains me on a daily basis. Steve Sunshine. Steve, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Yes, the last name really is Sunshine, and happens to be that I live in South Florida, the Sunshine State. But hi, everyone. I'm Steve. I'm the VP of Sales and Marketing here at TrueChat. Been here almost a year and a half now, driving the vision of chatbots, trying to get the message out to the world, how chatbots can be used in marketing, can scale your business, whether you're the end user and trying to service your clients, or your potential partner or another type of business trying to grow your chatbot agency or your digital agency. It's all can be facilitated with this new latest greatest technology that we have called TrueChat. And I just like to say thank you to RJ for this opportunity. RJ is one of our lead certified partners. She is the epitome of first class and customer service and creativity that she can bring to your business in any form or fashion. And RJ, you know, we always have your back. As a software vendor, we love people like RJ. That's all
Uh,
I got.
all right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you later.
Yes, thank you.
No, kidding. So we decided to do this show because I saw one of your posts yesterday. It was on LinkedIn, and it was about people. People are, looking for alternatives now.
Mhm.
So today is the great big day. Everybody, if you didn't know, you probably haven't been listening for a while, which is okay too. I still love you. But today
Right.
is the big day that Facebook changes their rules, and we go from broadcasting for free all the time to needing to broadcast through other and different methods. Um, that's a
Hey,
big
RJ.
yo.
RJ, I've read a lot in the last few days, and not only are they rules, they're regulations, there's laws, there are restrictions, there are impediments to business, there are hateful things. Everybody calls the Facebook guidelines their own worst word. You know, it's pretty funny the passion people have, good and bad, about Facebook. They're a necessary evil. They have facilitated this whole chatbot industry, and we thank them for that. Them and ManyChat, who blazed tremendous trails in delivering messenger marketing, kind of created the market that we're all in today. But they ran it to the edge and didn't look over the edge to see what was on the horizon. People like RJ and ourselves have really seen what's next.
Yeah.
And we don't live in the past. We want to be cutting edge, right in the front of the trend of conversational marketing and conversational commerce, and delivering that one-to-one personal experience. And again, thank you, ManyChat. Thank you, ChatFuel. Thank you, Mobile Monkey. Great platforms. They blaze trails in showing the pot at the end of the rainbow of free messages out to their subscribers and broadcast messages with no cost. And they claimed early on 99% open rates, 84% click through rates, and that gravy train is ending.
Yeah,
And we all knew it was coming.
we all knew it was coming because if you think back, Steve, do you remember the days when you could put something on your Facebook business page and everyone subscribed would see it?
Oh, absolutely. The reach, it's typical. You know, I've been in this industry 20 plus years. I remember the days when someone says, "You have a web page?" I said, "What the is a web page?" Beep. And I didn't even know what it was. And then as a marketer my whole life and a businessman and an entrepreneur, they said, "Web page, what's that?" Okay, that's what it is. Okay, I see my career path.
Yeah.
I'm going to use this digital channel to reach millions in every entrepreneur scheme I could think of. When I was young, I had so much energy, and now I'm old. I have the same energy because chatbots, digital marketing is just a fantastic tool to do business sense, to do strong marketing, branding, and delivering the message to get conversions, to get actions. But digital marketing is amazing. Just imagine the world today. You can think of an idea, and in 20, 30 minutes, you could be reaching thousands of people and showing them your idea. Go back 20 years, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
Now you can.
Well, and I do want to talk a little bit about kind of what you were saying with the people, with the Facebook guidelines.
Mhm. Rules, laws, regulations. You got to use all the words,
You got to use all the words every time. Okay,
right?
I will.
Okay.
The what that means for us, is that Facebook isn't. I've been on Facebook for 10 years, by the way. I probably was the first person in the Midwest. You know how we are out here,
Yeah.
okay? We're suspicious of everything. But
Nebraska got computers now? I didn't
oh
even notice.
my
Yeah.
god. So I've been on for 10 years, and we've been in this cycle of they'll introduce something that is so cool that we all have to be on it, and then slowly over time squeeze it out.
Hmm.
Just make it, or we were talking with organic reach, that's the same thing that's happening with the chatbots. But
Hmm.
today we are not, well, you are wearing black, but you always wear black. Today we are not in mourning, my friends, for
Right.
something awesome that's going away. We are in celebration because something much better than that is here. And now that this other thing has gone away, it's making way for something that is immeasurably better.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. The typical thing, throwing some of my worldly experience in, I've seen so many platforms, hundreds of platforms. The business plan is to give it away free, get scale, then figure out how to monetize it. They don't, nobody runs a plan, no one runs a business, no one launches an internet company without some thought of monetization down the road. Now, Google and Facebook, the two behemoths in the room, have this down to a science. Give things away, then start charging for it. Amazon jumped on the same boat, and they gave away unbelievable prices and free shipping and everything else just to get your name into the system. And now they're trying to sell you everything possible. So this monetization situation, we saw it coming years ago. And anybody that kind of looks at the whole market in a macro kind of view sees this going on with every company. Give it away free, get traction, have people depend on it, then pull the wool out or put the wool over their eyes, pull the rug out from underneath them, smack them in the side of the head and say, now give me your credit card.
yeah.
So, right? Because you've built a business around it. There are, thousands and thousands of digital marketers that rely on that free Facebook Messenger broadcast environment to say, hey, customer, I can send and reach all your subscribers for free. You just pay me a few dollars. Okay, that is gone.
It's gone.
Now you're going to have to deal with real businesses that have real budgets to reach their real customers. There's no more fishing in the lake for free.
Yeah. And to me, that is really going to, well, it's going to elevate chatbots in the first place, because here's the dark side of what happened when messenger bots were introduced to the world, and we had the amazing open rate and the amazing click-through rate and all of those things that people talk about and rely on. The thing is, chatbot quality, not great. Not
Right.
great.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
most people are focused on get butts and seats for the next webinar.
Right. Yeah.
And people, or get people to buy your next product, buy your next product, buy your next product. And
Right.
that's all 99% of the messages that I got
Mhm.
In the past couple of years, because I subscribe to a lot of bots because I do
Mhm.
research, it's all about just saying, "Hi, I'm doing
Yeah.
something. Want to come? Hi, I've got
Yeah.
a webinar. I've got this thing for sale."
Yeah.
It's not a conversation at all. We had
Yeah.
all of this cool, strong ability to connect, and very, very few people ever used that
Right.
because most of the time it's just this surface level, I'll say crap,
Mhm.
surface level stuff that is just maddening for most people. I actually would introduce myself at parties and stuff, and people would say, "What do you do?" And I would say I write chatbots. And I had one guy, and this guy was kind of a jerk anyway, but I had one guy say, "Oh, so you're spamming my messenger inbox right now?"
Right.
A lot
Yeah.
of people did. That's
Yeah.
absolutely the truth. And now that this change has taken place, now we're going to start to see a whole heck of a lot more quality because that free is shut down.
Mhm.
We're going to see a lot more quality going on. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, I agree 100%. The flood of inbox messenger messages is just like the flood of inbox that Google's Gmail went through when they created the promotional folder and pushed more spam filters in and cleaned it up so people would use it. So we were going through the same thing. You know, RJ and I are not saying chatbots are dead. Is that now the strength of the platform of a chatbot can now be utilized the right way. I've seen so many poor executions of chatbots in Facebook Messenger because they have such a limited tool set. Okay. I saw a major leader in the industry yesterday. I was listening to her podcast, and she had this it's sort of like a trivia game or answer a question type thing, and she'll give you some advice based on those answers. But you couldn't believe how it looked. I go back to the print shop days of the software, where all of a sudden everybody is a designer because they had Print Shop Pro or whatever cheap software there was, and all of a sudden you saw the worst. I almost said shitty, the worst graphic artist work because it was given to the masses. You know, the right people need to use the right tools to effectively deliver the right message. So chatbots to us are a much bigger thing. And chatbots are just a tool. And the whole concept, if you bring it up a few feet, maybe 5, 10 feet, is conversational marketing. The trend that I've seen over the last 3 years at every conference I've gone to, every major power influencer in the digital marketing space is talking about conversational marketing. What does that mean to you, me, and anybody else? It means that customers have changed their behavior. They want to be talked to. They want to hear exactly what they need because they have 1 minute to listen to you, or 10 seconds, or 3 seconds to land on your page and say, is this for me? Yes or no. If they're not talking to me, then I'm leaving. The paradigm of one to many, which is what a website is typically, is you build a website, you have a 50 links, 100 links, 25 pages below it, you write in the most general terms, and you say, okay, here, customer, good luck. Land on my page. I hope you find what you're looking for. That is one to many. That is the old paradigm. It's been around for 15, 20 years. That has is being changed because of consumer behavior, not because of any company is saying, hey, I've got a better tool. TrueChat did not get born because we're blazing a trail in a new paradigm of the way customers behave. No, we're trying to take advantage of the way customers are demanding their brands, their companies, their sellers, their places they like to hang out, treat them. The thing that you brought up before, RJ, and sorry I'm talking so much, but I tend to talk a lot, is that getting blasted by so many messages in your messenger account is what is wrong with most platforms. You're not talking to them personally. You're just fishing with a better tool to say, let me send 10,000 messages out to reach 10,000 people, but it's all going to say the same thing. Hey, watch this video. That's not personalization. That's not one-to-one communication. So that's where the market is going. And if you as a company, either whichever side of the fence you're on, whether you're an end company like a store or a coach or something else, or you're a digital marketer or an SEO guy or an agency, the conversational marketing you have to adapt to right now, because your competitors are moving ahead of you. Your customers are leaving in droves. They're not opening their emails as much. They're not clicking on it. They're not searching as much. Google's job in the world is get you not to go to your website, in the index. Their job is to give you the answer. So you love Google, not so they love your link on the one of 10 links on the first page, which is now like 4 links. And if you're not paying, you're not even on the first 10 pages. So long-winded, the shift in the consumer behavior is very evident. If you look at it from a distance, it's very clear. And if you're not taking advantage of it today, your business might not suffer today, but tomorrow you're at risk.
Yeah. Well, and that's something that I think that that needs to be said. It's not pretty,
All right.
but it needs to be said. And here's a couple other things that haven't necessarily been pretty about most people's experience so far. Is that there is a dark side to this. The dark side, obviously, I have Yoda behind me. There is a dark side to being on someone else's platform that
Oh,
they
yeah.
control, that they get to make all the rules on.
Wait,
That
rules, regulations, laws, restrictions, guidelines, impediments, instructions.
thing.
Okay. You didn't say all of them. You got to say them all.
When you're on someone else's platforms and they get to design the entire environment, you're losing out. You don't know what's being done with the data. You don't know what's being done with a lot of things. There's a lot of things you don't know. And here's the fight that I've been fighting for a couple of years now. Even when someone is hooking up to your messenger bot and things are going well, you as a person who's trying to get a message across and have a conversation are fighting with 87 different things. You're fighting with everybody else they're having a conversation with at the same time. You've seen it, Steve, just as well as I
Yeah.
have. People have their screen up, they've got Facebook
Right.
up, and then they've got that little pop-up that
Right.
they've got 5 of them
Right.
because we're business people and we're moving, right?
Right.
The problem is you're fighting with for attention with everybody else they're having a conversation with. You're
Right.
fighting with all of the notifications that are coming up in their windows right now. You're fighting with breaking news over here about something that's completely different. You are fighting in that environment where, because a lot of social platforms, it's about all of the blinky lights. It's like an online
Right.
casino, basically.
Right.
So, one of the reasons that people are flooding to places like TrueChat, which allows you to have a conversation with someone off of all of those major platforms,
Right.
you can have the same kind of conversational stuff that we've been having in Messenger. Those of you who've been designing conversations and not just trying to hook people into another webinar, we can now have those conversations on your website.
And it's not even on the website. You can have it on a dedicated chatbot landing page
I got
in
one here.
minutes. Yeah, can you show the one I pasted you today? I just started working on it this morning. It's the copywriter one, but
Yep.
you can see how, and you can go through maybe 3 or 4 clicks and you can kind of see exactly what's going on here. But a chatbot landing page, just to define it before you click a button, is an above the fold presentation, very dramatic looking, very focused. The whole page's goal is to get you into the chatbot. So you stare right into it and you engage with the conversation. It's not a bunch of 50 links and where do I got to go? It's the result of a post click from your emails, from your social media posts, your paid advertising, your cross promotion in your website. But imagine the focus and the engagement you have when the page looks like this. So click a couple buttons and you can see how it's a conversation. It's, are you ready to unleash a new direction in your copywriting career? And now you confirm. As soon as you get a visitor to click a button, they're saying, I'm ready to read your next sentence. I'm not going to move my eyes until that sentence shows up. I'm going to read it and then I'm going to react. You can't get that on a web page. You have no engagement. All you're hoping for is people to read it. So that's the sample page. I just wanted to show people what chatbot landing pages can look like and how they can dramatically talk or dramatically present your brand and have a one-to-one conversation with every single visitor. Okay. And this I just built in 15 minutes this morning. And the platform that we offer, we're not trying to hard sell you today. We're talking about the changes and the opportunities, and all we want to do is open your eyes to there's alternatives out there and there's better ways to market your business and build your business by selling to companies that need more services than just a text link inside of a Facebook place that they don't own. So this is just one of the pages. We can show you hundreds of different designs. It's a all included platform that you can build these pages in minutes, unlimited pages, unlimited chatbots. It's built by a digital marketer for digital marketers. So that's what this looks like. I just wanted to give you a perspective of what a landing page looks like. So take it away, RJ.
All right,
Back to you.
I shall. Let's go back to us.
Okay.
Um, that is one of the things I think that makes this. It just makes me fall in love with chatbots all over again, because what do we fight with every single day? All of us. We fight with focus. We
Mm-hmm.
fight with focus. I do it. I've got 3 screens up here right now. Steve, how many
Right.
screens do you have in your office right now?
Right now, I have 3 computer screens. I got my phone that I use. And sometimes I even look at my calculator to see if anyone's messaged me on the Canon calculator, but no one has yet. But I'm looking at the screen often. You're right. Focus, attention, engagement is what we're fighting for. That's what branding is. That's what advertising is. That's what marketing is focus. How can you get the focus of your visitor to deliver your message properly?
That's
And
right.
chatbots are a revolutionary tool, for lots of reasons, but just because it really drives the focus of the visitor to one spot on a page.
To one spot, and it serves them information in an entirely new way. So what we're
Mhm.
used to in on websites and everywhere on the internet is basically a guy with one of those trench coats on that says, you want to see all my watches, and you got
Right,
50 watches there.
right, yep,
How excited are you to be approached with 50 watches, man?
right,
Not a whole lot, because even if you're in the market for watches, which only a small percentage of people don't use
right,
those incredibly a lot
right,
anymore. You've got to search through everything they have to see what fits you, what style you like, what's the price on this thing. There's a lot of questions on there,
mhm,
and that's how we're approached by websites. Look at this,
right,
look at this, look at this. Are you interested
right.
in this? That's how
You
we think as website designers. This option serves that person one thing at a time to look at, one thing at a time to think about. It
right,
slows down that interaction of gotta get it now, gotta get it now, gotta get it now into, hey, what are you looking for?
yep. Just to take that 24 steps further, um, for the last 20 years, people are saying in website design, you got to focus on above the fold because people only see what's above the fold, the top half of the screen without any scrolling. But people keep making these long ass pages with hundreds of clicks and links and so many different messages on the screen. Half the digital marketers of the world are telling you you're doing it wrong. The other half of the digital marketer world is doing it wrong. So they've been fighting each other for years, and quality websites aren't necessarily based on the creative design. It's delivering the message. It's always been about delivering the message. And, in my past lives of running e-commerce sites and businesses and with lots of different stakeholders in a business, it's like a scramble. Steve, can I get this on the top of the fold on the page? No, we already have 20 products up there, but I need my products up there. Why do they want everything on top of the fold? Is because 90 something percent of people usually bounce after they see above the fold because it's nothing there for them. It's too confusing. It's too overwhelming. That's why bounce rates have always been ridiculously high. Even though people are searching for something, clicking on it in Google, going to your homepage, and then you get an 82% bounce rate, a 94% bounce rate, time on page, 3 seconds. It's like I just paid 50 cents, a dollar, $10 to get that lead to my page. And he stayed there for 2 seconds. And people keep doing this. And they're not changing how they go to market. So, what we're proposing and what RJ and I are fulfilling for clients is let's figure out and respect your clients and your customers and your leads' time and their whole being by saying, Mr. Customer who's coming to my page, what do you need? What information can I provide you right now, real quick, exactly what you want? Can I give you that information and respect your time? Instead of like the ClickFunnels model of I'm going to try to get you for a free offer, trick you into buying something for free and then charging you for shipping, and then try to get you to click another button to add another $5 on it, another $10. That's no respect. I go to those sites, they're all over the place. They're a great tool, and they had their day. And the funnel concept of driving people through a funnel so they can't get out left or right and they have to keep clicking to go through to the bottom is a method, a marketing method. It works. A lot of people drive businesses from that, but the game of business is a long-term commitment. If you're in it to make some money this week, then you don't need to talk to RJ and myself. We're in it for the long term. RJ and I will be 40 years older than we are today, and we'll still be in front of this screen talking to customers about how do we get your message to the right person at the right time so they see your value. If you don't have a great product, you need tricks. If you have a great product, you need a competent, focused presentation that shows the value, answers questions, handles objections, and says, this is a good thing. If you're ready to buy it, you should buy it from me because I want to earn your business. That's good business sense. If you're building a business without those core principles, don't call RJ and myself
Yeah.
because we don't want you as a customer. It's great to say, you know what? You're not our kind of customer. We want to deliver value, long-term value to the client. We don't want to trick anybody into buying anything. We want to say, here's the product, here's the price, here's what you get. It's going to work for you or it's not. You know, that's good business. And we only propose or are proponents of good business strategy. And it's alarming how many companies are in it for the money for 1 minute, one quick sale with black hat SEO strategies. I'm going to trick the world. I'm going to use affiliate tricks to get onto everybody's affiliate account. There are people out there. They'll keep going. They'll do it forever. I'm going to spam a million times the same email to everybody, and eventually someone might buy it. Quantity over quality.
Yeah.
RJ and I, quality over everything else.
Absolutely, because it makes so much difference. I mean, it just moving to True Chat, and we'll talk about this in a second because you got a question on your LinkedIn page yesterday
Right.
that I want to answer for people.
Mm-hmm.
The quality over quantity thing. How many good clients do you actually need? Are you in a business to develop relationships, or are you in a business to make a quick sale and move on?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Um, Chatbots, the kind that we do, aren't going to fit that second model. They're
Right.
just not. So why are this is the question that Steve got yesterday. Why are people? I've got an opinion. I've got an answer, but I'm going to ask you first, Steve,
Sure.
because you're my guest. So we're
Sure.
going to do that today.
Sure.
Why are people walking over to True Chat from some of these really large platforms, the mini chats, the chat fuels, and the mobile monkeys of the world. Why are people walking over to you and saying, help me?
I would say the number one reason is the business owner comes to the realization, and I think you said it early, that you can't build a business on rented land. Okay. If you don't own the game, then you're at the mercy of the rules, regulations, laws, restrictions, guidelines, instructions, and everything else. So, number one, if anybody is starting a business and you use the old technologies, the old paradigms of marketing, and say, I'm just going to create a business, I'm going to do great SEO, and I'm going to do organic Facebook reach. It's like you're about 10 years too late. Okay. Good luck with that. I hope it's not the only thing feeding your family. Okay. So, number one, the build it on your own land, own your clients, own the presentation. Number two, the ability to present your product, your services, yourself, your brand through Messenger is extremely limiting. Okay, if you're talking to a coach or you're talking to a company with e-commerce products, they want that thing jumping off the page. They want to really brand themselves and make a difference. So when you go through their pages, go through their chatbots, or do any engagement with their company, they're memorable. But you can't do it in a little text thing. Think back on all the text messages you got. Has anyone ever impressed you with a text message? Probably not. But if you looked at that landing page that RJ showed you a few minutes ago about conversational chatbot copywriting, you're saying, wow, I remember there was this big lady there typing on a thing, and this chatbot was talking to me, and they really talked my language, and they hit the same pain points that I know about, and I agreed with it. And then they asked me to do something, and they won my business because they treated me with respect. So, couple of answers to that. The next thing is the creativeness and the ability to build at scale solutions with a chatbot platform built like TrueChat that not only allows you to build the scripting and the conversation, but you can deploy it on a landing page in minutes, all included in your account. It kind of brought the whole solution together. And just to uh, soft announcements, email and SMS chat is going to be built in the platform. One tool for everything. Analytics is already there. Artificial intelligence, machine learning. We are going to have the most well-rounded solution for our clients of any other platform on the market. There's 200 plus chatbot platforms out there. They're all great, but they all have their pluses and minuses. TrueChat has a staff of 65 people. We're a big company. The chatbot technology is just one of the things we do. The resources we have as a company, the staying power that we have as a company, it allows you to, hook your wagon to us. RJ would not be talking with me if she thought I was a one-person shop or a two-programmer shop that didn't have plans. We've had, in the last 12 months, we've probably had 200 new features added to the platform. And every time RJ has a thought, she goes, Steve, can you do this? And I'll say, yes, we'll do it. We'll put it in the build plan. And in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, it now is a tool at RJ's disposal. So that's why people, once they talk to us about TrueChat, they see that this company has staying power, has the creative and business sense to build solutions that are effective at delivering their message. To us, chatbots are a marketing tool. It's a marketing platform. If you talk, I'm gonna pass the mic back to RJ because again, I talk way too much. So I can talk for the next 4 hours, and if you set a meeting with me, I'll be happy to talk to you and strategize with you at any time because I like to talk. It's just passion.
It is. Well, I mean, and honestly, Alex, when I first met Alex, who is the owner of the company, we started talking about chatbots, and he said, you have to talk to Steve because it sounds like you're having, like you have to talk to Steve because it sounds like I'm having a conversation with him right
Right.
now. We definitely share a vision of chatbots and a passion for them that is I think a lot different than a lot of people. I think I would say the answer to the question, why are people flooding over to True Chat right now? This is the reason. They don't want to be married to Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to be married to Messenger. I'm grateful they did what they did.
Mm-hmm.
I trusted that interaction for a long time. I promoted that interaction for a long time. But what I come to find out in the end, and maybe I was a little bit slow to the party, is that probably knowledge everyone has by now, but there is no one that cares about your business more than you do.
Right.
Give me an amen if you think
Yeah.
that that's true, because Facebook does not care about promoting my business. Other social media platforms, they do not care. They don't. They're glad if I get something. That ain't their business.
Right.
It's up to me. It's up to me to take things into my own hands. It's up to me to own my stuff. It's up to me to keep my clients' data safe.
Right.
It's up, which I can do in True Chat and I can't
Mm-hmm.
do on other platforms. It's up to me to be able to, with True Chat, I can design every single second of that experience. This is a big deal to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal to me because if I design that experience, if I think through every step, if I think about what they're looking at, what they're hearing, what choices they're being offered right now, then I can offer up an interaction for my ideal client that is incredibly engaging, that they want to come back to, that they see the text from me and go, oh yeah, what she got to say now, we're clicking the link.
Right.
I can't do
Absolutely.
that in
Right.
other places. I can't do that when I'm married to Messenger
Right.
because Messenger has its own agenda and it has its own process.
Yeah.
And good for them, but I need my business to fly.
Mm-hmm. RJ, early on in our relationship, and RJ and I have only really been together now for
17
almost a year,
years.
7 months, 8 months. It hasn't been that long. 20 years, I don't remember. It hasn't been that long. But when she first came to me, what her number one concern was support, because she told me horror stories about something's broken, something's confusing, something's not right in Facebook, or something's not right in ManyChat, or something's not right in another tool she has. So when she can talk to the vice president of the company, she can call the owner of the company, she can talk to the head CTO, or not the head CTO, the only CTO of the company, to get things solved. She's one step away from the development team. That excited her because RJ, in the last month, okay, last 30 days, how many times we've talked?
Oh, well, everybody, I'm on Skype with this man 3 or 4 times a week. I don't Skype with anyone else in the whole world, and yet my Skype is on constantly
Right.
because Steve and I are passing stuff back and forth. Hey, what do you think of this idea? Hey,
Right.
what should we do here? Hey, I've got a thing. I need you to look at it. A client has a question.
Right.
I fly to conferences with this man
Right.
and hang out with him. We hang out on cruise ships occasionally.
Yep.
This is a connection that I can depend on. When I was working with ManyChat, as many of you know, because I've said it 1,000 times,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'd wait 3 weeks for an answer,
Mm-hmm.
or they would come on and say, it's Facebook's fault.
Right.
I don't care. That's not something that I can do
Right.
with my client.
Right.
I have to offer them a workaround. I have to offer them a solution. I need to offer them a fix right now because they're depending on me getting them the right stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to be perfect. We just have to be responsive. And those other platforms, because I've heard horror stories about the other two as well,
Right.
there's no service
Right.
there. So
Right.
why? invest your money in a company that isn't going to help you if you have a problem.
Right. My sole job, along with the other 50 jobs I have, is to support our partners to be successful. And that involves coaching, that involves technology and training, that involves, just patting them on the back or telling them something's wrong or giving them, constructive criticism, constructive advice. It's making sure that RJ's successful is important to me 7 days a week. And there we have enough bandwidth to have hundreds of RJs, but we don't want thousands of RJs. We want hundreds. We're not looking to be quantity over quality. If I've worked with other partners that really don't understand how to treat customers, and if you don't treat customers well, then the conversation that you could possibly build in the chatbot is going to be very bad because you don't know how to talk to them. If you don't know how to talk to your customers, you can't sell them. If you want to wrap up what a chatbot can be, it can be an automated tool to deliver your best salesperson's approach and best salesperson's knowledge, best salesperson's attitude at scale to every single customer. But then the naysayers say, yeah, but I don't want an automated stuff. We do personalization. We want to talk to our customers. Okay, which customers you want to talk to? The ones that are worthy to talk to, that have been qualified, that understand your product? Or do you want to talk to every human being that gets dragged into a phone call with you? The number one complaint I get from sales organizations is the leads are terrible. The salespeople are disgruntled. They're frustrated. They pre-qualify when they get this lead because they know the last 7 were terrible. They're starting from scratch over and over and over again. So why not implement a chatbot system that delivers the value of your company, gets the branding done, pre-qualifies the lead, gets them interested in the product, explains all the features, benefits, and implementation and installation of the product, and then they want to talk to you. I'd rather talk to 2 people that have gone through that process than 100 people that says, what's a chatbot? Because we get that all day long. But I don't want to talk to them. So I need to use my chatbots as, eat your own dog food to qualify my leads. And if you go on TrueChat, you won't find a web form anywhere. You'll see chatbots embedded on throughout the whole site. Have conversations, tell them what they want to know, give them creative ways to engage the audience with content. Prove your value. Every coach I've ever talked to, every mentor, every mind whatever those things are, the mind groups,
Mindset.
masterminds,
Yeah, that's it.
masterminds,
Yeah.
masterminds is teaching you to know what your customers want. Engage your customers. They all have the same theme. No one's doing anything different. Business has been business for 100 years plus. Talk to your customer, find out what they want. If you have the right product for them, give it to them. If you complicate business more than that, then you're just trying to trick somebody into buying something they're not going to be happy with.
That's
I
right.
need a 2-door car, sports car. Why did I come out of the lot with a minivan?
Yeah.
Right? That's the old, I was sold something I didn't want. I have a funny story. One of my close friends in Ohio, his mother-in-law was 90 years old, 80 years old, and she happened to wander into Macy's and they sold her wrinkle cream for like $400. And it just didn't make sense. She was taken advantage of. And there's a lot of unsuspecting customers. And, that's what people prey on. That's not our business model. That's not what we do. And sorry to go off on that tangent, but when we're talking about quality business and quality people and integrity, it just gets me on a rant.
Well, no, I'm straight up right there with you, because of how many folks that I've dealt with over the years with exactly the same problem. Hey,
Hmm.
I thought I was getting this. I got this other thing entirely.
Right.
And so yes, on that. One of the things too that I want to highlight that I don't think we've been over necessarily in this conversation, but in our conversations we talk about it all the time, is that this chatbot concept is a lead in to an entirely entire an entire open arena of
Mhm.
automation possibilities. And it's
Right.
not just automation. When we think of automation, a lot of times what we think of is, oh, this person has joined my list. Now they will get the following emails. And
Right.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we think of automation as connections in the background only. But let me offer you all a very, very different possibility that is only possible in TrueChat in the of all the other platforms that I tried. Personalized automation.
Right.
What I'm talking about here is that the automations absolutely can be set up and they can happen in the background. But with the TrueChat product specifically, I can personalize all of that automation. I can take all of the data that folks have been typing in, all of the little answers to questions that they've been giving me all over the time. I can determine what is the best path for them through my system. What is the best solution to their problem that I have to offer? Or sometimes I find out through the automation that I've been able to set up on TrueChat, sometimes I find out they're not my client. They're
Right.
just not my client. Maybe
Right.
I love them, but they're just not my client. So they
Right.
need a whole different path. I can automate all of these paths. I
Mhm.
can make chatbot components that serve in all kinds of different ways for people. And then I can use that to my advantage with ManyChat. I can't get the kind of artificial intelligence I need to build this chatbot
Mhm.
system.
Right. Yeah.
I can't do it. They don't have it available. They're super proud to, have texting available at this point,
Right.
which
Yeah.
is great for them. I think that's wonderful. But
Yeah.
I often think of those types of programs that are absolutely married to Facebook Messenger as programs that they're a key in a lock. Here's my problem as an entrepreneur. There are so many doors that I need to open. Not just one door. I can't do just one door anymore. I need solutions that skate across, that give me bigger breadth and and also bigger depth to be
Mhm.
able to connect with people at a deeper level. Personalized automation can do that. Boring regular automation I'm not as interested in.
Right.
But yeah, do you have anything to add there, Steve?
Sure. Absolutely. Let me paint a simple picture. One of the things that RJ didn't talk about was integrating with the back end systems you already may have, whether it's a Magento or a Shopify or a Salesforce. We can pull in all that data. So imagine the conversation where a customer comes back to your chatbot landing page and the page says, "Hi, Steve, welcome back. How was the vacuum cleaner you bought from me 2 weeks ago? Okay. Are you really cleaning the house with it?" And the customers say, "Yeah, it's great." Well, the bags that go for that, I have, if you click this button, I'll send you 2 free ones and a coupon to order for the rest of the year if you'd like. I already know him. I already know what he bought. I already know the bags that fit the product he bought. And I made it one click accessible to send him more value, whether it's free, a coupon, or whatever it is. But you can seed the bot with the information that in your world you already know. If you're sending out an email to your list and you know everyone's name, you know if they're a good customer, bad customer, you know their credit balance, you know all these details in your database. You can format the link to the chatbot landing page with all this data, or once they log into or once they access the chatbot can find out their account information, go API call all this data, and now you're starting from a point of extreme knowledge of what this customer is all about. If he's $1 million customer and he buys, mass quantities of things, you're not going to offer him, "Hey, we've got this thing, get one of for 49 cents." He's a big customer. He buys differently. You don't waste his time. You don't disrespect him and show him something he doesn't need. Now, one thing that may be popping in your head, cross sells and upsells and discovery, that's all part of it as well. But you can automate the recommendation part of your business and say, go back to my silly vacuum cleaner example. You bought the vacuum cleaner. We have the matching car vac available, or we have a carpet cleaner, because now I know you're really into cleaning. So I have these two comparable products. And since they bought the top of the line vacuum cleaner 2 weeks ago, I'm not going to show them the cheap carpet cleaner. I'm going to show them the best one. I'm going to personalize the presentation and show him what he wants to buy, because I'm a professional business person and I can anticipate what my customers may need based on their past behavior or by a similar behavior. And the machine learning and the AI and all that stuff can help you out as well. But it's knowing your customers and talking to them. The last thing I want to add is the Wizard of Oz principle, because people say, I need to talk to my customers directly. We facilitate that. The Wizard of Oz sits behind the curtain and can watch all these chatbot conversations going on. Imagine your best salesperson is sitting in a room and he's watching the screen and 50 chatbot sessions are going on. And as soon as someone says, yeah, I'm ready to buy right away and my budget's $25,000, ding, 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 a light lights up, a bell goes off, and that salesperson can now take over that chatbot session and say, hi, I'm Steve. I'm the vice president of the company. I want to personally introduce myself and tell you that I'm here to service your needs. Here's my personal number. I'll be happy to help you directly because you deserve it. And then the customer will say, I thought I was talking to a bot. You were, but the bot notified me that I should be talking to you because I want to give you that kind of personal white glove super Cadillac service. Now, the efficiency of running a business, if you're a solo entrepreneur or you have a small sales staff, and you can watch everything that's going on and you can learn from every single click, and you can see which products are interesting and which are their pain points and what are their challenges. And then you call RJ and say, RJ, what did we learn this week from all our bot experience? We learned that we need to tweak this, we need to add that, we need to do this. Let's get better. And the client will say, okay, let's do it. And RJ is right there monitoring everything, improving everything. Business is a lifetime commitment. Chatbots should be a lifetime tool that gives you the advantage over your competitors to deliver this one-to-one personalized conversation that will give you your best ROI, your highest level of conversions, the highest customer satisfaction. You're going to get referrals, repeat business, because customers will love the way you do business. If I go to a shoe store and they have thousands of shoes, men's, women's, kids, and everything. But if I can go to the Steve shoe store that only fits me and has the shoes I like, I'd much rather shop there because I can get in, get out. They show me what I like, what I need, and I'm done. I don't have to find it. I don't have to guess. And then with the AI and all this other machine learning, we can recommend things that they need, based on their past purchases. It's an amazing platform. It's like the smartest salesperson ever is available for every customer.
Yeah, exactly. The
Uh,
smartest and the most customer care oriented,
right, right,
right? Because
yeah,
it's one thing to know a lot of facts, but it's another thing to care about the experience your people are having.
yeah. Oh, don't you want to earn your customer's business so he comes back? That's the lifeblood of a business: repeat business and referrals. How do you get referrals and repeat business? You over deliver. I learned from a very powerful man, Grant Cardone, when I ran his digital properties. Overpromise and over deliver. It's the opposite of most everyone says, under promise and over deliver. But I learned from the master, if you under promise, you won't get any business. Give me all your money, RJ. I'm going to invest it and I'm going to give you a very small return, but I'm going to do better than this lousy return. You're not going to come to me. If I say, RJ, I'm going to give you the best return and I'm going to over deliver, and you trust me and I prove myself and I have testimonials and my reputation is stellar, That's who you want to do business with. The guy that's going to over deliver and over promise. It's a philosophy that, opened my eyes 2, 3 years ago. Always live by under promise, over deliver. Well, under promise has never won any business from me, right? It's like I get 20, 30 emails every day. If you use our service, you're going to increase your business 87%, 42%, 183%. It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
What about my business? What about my needs? What about my particular situation? What about my competitors? What about my pricing? What about my stuff? How could anyone promise anything without knowing you? You know, and I laugh at these people and I tell them, as soon as you promised me a return that is a made up number, I stopped listening to you
Yeah.
because you didn't listen to me. You don't even know my problems. You don't know my situation. Maybe I have no inventory. That's why my sales are down. Maybe I have, the wrong products. Maybe that's why my sales are down. Maybe my pages are bad. My products are bad. My shipping is bad. You know, this is what RJ and I get into when we're talking to a new client is what are your pain points? Where are your problems? How can we solve something right away with technology, automation, machine learning, artificial intelligence, natural language understanding, conversational marketing, dramatic, imagery and the right copywriting. Where can we put all that might to the best use in your business to get you results today, tomorrow, the next day? And then let's expand our services. RJ and I do not shovel big solutions that take months to come to fruition. We want to get something up and live on your site in minutes, days, hours. Chatbot platform can launch unbelievably quickly, much faster than a team of 20 people who are building web applications and Facebook integrations and all this other stuff. All the tools are built into TrueChat to facilitate extremely fast deployment of solutions. That's the difference.
And it's a huge difference. Everybody, I just want to welcome you to the future. I just
Mhm.
want to I let's celebrate the end of the dark ages of chatbots.
Right.
The webinar this and come see me do that. Let's
Yeah.
usher in a new age. Let's do the rebirth, baby. We're ready for the renaissance. True Chat's ready for the renaissance for sure. So let's make this connection. If you want to connect with Steve, how would people get a hold of you if they wanted to?
You can go to truechat.io. You can email me at steve@truechat.io. My Skype is Steve Sunshine 9, the number 9, Steve Sunshine 9, always available. You can hit me up on LinkedIn. You can find me. I'm trying to be very visible. I'm very accessible. My strength as an individual business person is strategy, is awareness, is experience that I can bring to the table because I've been on all sides of the fence, agency, running billion-dollar company, e-commerce sites, so the experience to be able to analyze your situation and say, here are three possible ways that we can deliver value to you and your clients right away, and let's work together to put that in place and then perfect it every day. Let's get better. It's like, I always go back to this other example. I got to get new examples. But if you hire a customer service person today, they don't know anything. And you're going to start giving them the basics. And after 1 week, they can answer the top level easy questions. And in 6 months, they're pretty damn smart. And in 2 years, they're your expert. And in 5 years, they know more than anybody else in the company. Chatbots are just the same. There's no way to build a chatbot that's going to solve everything the first day. You need data. This is a data driven world. This is a data driven platform. And if you don't respect the data and use the data, then your gut hunch will get you so far. And then you're going to get hit in that gut by your competitor or by something you didn't plan for. So, it's to get a hold of me, Steve at TrueChat.io, Skype, ready to talk. On the top of TrueChat, there's a calendar bot that you can schedule on my calendar, 30-minute free session. I'll be happy to talk in any direction in any industry and bring clarity on what you could be doing to improve your business. Okay, I have to understand your business to give you a valid strategy, but there's things that I will pop into your head that says, "Boy, I wish we could do that," and I'll show you how you can get it done.
And if you would rather talk to moi,
Yes,
or if you want to have a meeting with both of us, I'll sit down
absolutely,
anytime.
absolutely.
Then you know how to get a hold of me. Ping me here, ping me anywhere you're seeing me. That is totally fine. I'll have a conversation anytime. The offer stands because I want to get 1 million people to change their marketing. I want to do it, and I can do it with your help. I can
Yeah,
do it with Steve's help for sure.
yeah.
Those other systems just ain't gonna cut it. So, my friend, I think we have to wrap it up. We've been
Right.
on for an hour now. We do this all the time.
Yeah.
We can talk forever. But what is a final thought that you'd like to leave people with as they go on about their day, Mister?
Okay. I see it as there's two opportunities from RJ and myself. RJ is an expert in delivering the message of your business to your clients. Okay. Very focused on individual solutions for businesses. Okay. If you have any type of business, coaching, training, e commerce, uh, retail business, whatever it is, RJ is your girl. If you are a marketer, a developer, an agency, and you want to figure out how you can be in the next podcast sitting next to RJ and me to delivering value to your clients, that's our partner program. And I'm the expert in the partner program arena on how you can make money with chatbots and how you can bring chatbots to your existing clients. If you have a business idea of how to build a solution, it could be built inside a chatbot very quickly, then reach out directly to me. If you're a retail customer and you want to, sell more stuff, call RJ. She'll talk you through the whole thing. She'll show you examples. She'll do prototypes. She'll do whatever makes sense to build that trust. So then RJ will be your girl. And a year down the road, 2 years, 5 years down the road, she is going to revolutionize your business because you're going to be committed to making it done right, making committed to doing it right. We just don't do bad business. It's bad business to do bad business. Put that on a shirt.
We will stitch that on a sampler and hang it on the wall.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, this has been Black Belt Bots. This has been RJ and Steve ushering in the future of chatbots. There's so much more that can be done. I invite you along the ride with me. Every weekday at 10 a.m., I am here, unless I'm out of town. I am here talking about different things that my clients have done and different things that you can do with chatbots. Join us. Join us in this revolution because this is going to change the face of marketing and it's going to get rid of all that alienating stuff that we hate anyway.
Right.
So, my friends, thanks for coming today. And as always, my friends, I will see you in a bot.
Peace out.